Hello, good afternoon. Nature's Power, number 6. Let's talk about a bit of my childhood. I just had a normal childhood. It's classed as quite normal because I had mum and dad. And they was hard working. They taught me a lot. But as I said, when I started school, I had the biggest ears and the smallest child. People used to take the mick out of my ears and because of my height. They still do today, except my head's grown and my ears ain't big anymore. But we had a childhood, and it was a positive childhood. Although we still had lots and lots of fears, same as everyone does. Every child has fears, and we pick more and more fears up when we start school. Off the cuff comments, throwaway comments from our peers, from our teachers, from our parents that somehow affects the rest of our lives unless we understand it. Unless we understand it. I mean, when I went to the junior school, I was good at football. I was a fast runner. I was good at all sports. So my whole school days was playing football or running, athletics, gymnastics. I used to play for the school, the district, the county. I was always out playing football. My junior school days was magnificent. And I won Sports Person of the Year. And I got a huge trophy and a book on different sports and the laws of all different sports. And I was proud of that. And I showed my dad, he was over the moon, and he said, he opened the book and said, "Can you read that?" And I went, "No." He said, "Well, them school days were not good, were they? It's got to change when you go to your senior school." And it did. It did. But the problem is, my parents were so hard working. My dad was working constantly, 7 days a week. I hardly saw him. And when he was at home, when in the evening, he had the hump. I mean, he had, when we lived in a little bungalow, he had rabbits down the bottom of the garden. So when he did come home, that's where he went. So if I want to spend time with my dad, I had to go down there while he grooms and messed about with his rabbits. Until one day the rabbit bit him right through the hand. And I rolled up and laughing. I thought that was hilarious. But I got told off because I wasn't meant to laugh. To me, that was funny. I went back in and told Mum, and she thought it was funny as well. But I still got told off by my dad. And I didn't hardly see my dad. But did that affect me? In some ways it did. I used to play football all the time. He never watched me. I think that my whole football career watched me 3 times. But he was still a good dad because he worked. He showed us how to work. There is no free lunch in this life. But you had to work. And that's quite normal. So I had my mum constantly there all the time for me. I was closer to my mum and my dad. But has that affected me? Has that given me fears? It has given me some fears. But it's also given me the courage to go out and remove what fears I had and to move on in life. To have a dream, have a goal, which is so important today. Because if once you've got that goal or the dream, you need goals to set and work up towards it, whatever that dream and goal is. But every child has been given a gift. We need to find what that gift is. And we find that in different ways. Parents need to look for that gift. Every child's been born with one, as I've said before. And I'm just repeating myself, I know. But every child has been born with a gift. We need to find that gift. The teachers need to help to find that gift. Because some of the most successful people around the world had no schooling, had no education. What they had was a dream, and they've gone out there and got it. They learn along the way.